Hey, what's happening everyone? It's your boy N and we are back for another video. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm super excited to share my new Naruto Final Value with you guys. I completed him yesterday and I feel like a proud dad. I put in so much time and effort into building him and he's finally complete. So I'm going to show you guys and we're going to go over it bit by bit. I will say though, it will depend on what tools you have and you have to grind the new suppression mission materials if you want a similar build. So we're going to get started with this link board. I just want to let you in on a few things. So for example, he's a link board immunity. He gets seal immunity for 30 seconds once being sealed. So basically that means we need to focus on confusion and anti-paralysis. And then also on his path 3 link board, for all defense and assist types, so orange and green, they also get 30% paralysis resistances on their link board. That only applies to defense for your fortress and Great Guild War. So we're gonna only focus on 100% anti-paralysis. I can go to 130, but I'm choosing not to for now. But yeah, so be sure to check out the link boards and what effects and resistances they can have, so you can utilize that better. Okay, so before starting with the jutsu order and a reset is basically trying to force the shinobi to use certain moves that you want first by equipping them and unequipping them in a certain order. Now this normally works for all shinobi, but depending on how they program the AI, they will use certain moves first no matter what you do. So for example, sometimes a Naruto Final Valley will use his 4-star first. That's just how it is, it's just how they made him. But this trick applies to basically all shinobi and generally works, so keep that in mind. And now we're gonna go with his EX cards and boosted cards. So for those that don't know, or for those that know, generally if you use EX cards you'll get much higher and boosted stats if you use the same type. So if, for example, a Naruto Final Valley is a orange type, so if you use orange type EX cards, you will get his stats will be boosted even more. And then if you want to go even further, if you use the same type EX card but then also that same shinobi's ultimate, then his stats will be boosted even more. If you look at his stats right there, 2.40% evasion, crit, higher attack and defense. If I go to a regular orange EX card, it will still be I will still get good stats but not as high, especially crit and defense. That's really important, so also keep that in mind. If you have EX ultimate copies, make sure to utilize them as well, especially if they're the same type, defense, color, etc. Thankfully I have a lot. And then because I main a Naruto Final Valley, I also want to keep on a CP card. So if my CP drops below 10% or 20%, I believe, he will get a portion of his CP back, just to be on the safe side as well, in basically attack, defense, and support, whatever the case is. This is always a good trick to have up your sleeve. Okay, so now we're gonna begin with the really important part, which involves tools and materials. So we are going to be focused on overall attack, defense, CP, evasion, crit, etc., but also 130% confusion and 100% paralysis. Now the more tools you have that provide 4 free slots, means the more stats you can add to your shinobi, the more resistances you can add to your shinobi as well. And if you utilize that properly, it can essentially free up a whole tool slot for you, so you can either add HP tools, attack tools, or whatever else you want to. Now as you guys can see, I'm also utilizing a lot of the 25% resistances. This is really important, guys. Please grind your suppression mission rare bases, etc., to get these materials. They did not release it for just willy-nilly. They made sure to release it so we can count the anniversary, and this is what separates you from doing really well in the game to just being an average player with average results. Go the extra mile, put in sacrifice, put in time to grind, build appropriate shinobi for the best results, and you can't go wrong. And then also it's important to know what shinobi you are dealing with, the type. So for example, as I previously said, Naruto Final Valley is a defense type, so I know his defense stats will naturally be higher, so I only need one youth tool to balance out his defense ratio. So this is really important, guys. Take note of all the small factors, and as you guys can see, I've built for me a really good Naruto Final Valley, I think. Let me guys know what you think, and if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope it was somewhat helpful. Hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.